Welcome back to 30 days of at-home workouts. You can see we have a little scenery change today, but we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna do a nice full body burn. So we're gonna hit some lower body, some upper body at the same time with some dynamic moves, and then we're gonna finish it off with a little bit of core work to get you out and into the rest of your day. I will be using a band for just a quick little warm-up. If you don't have one, it's not necessary, it's okay. And then I will be using about medium or so weights, just because you want to be able to use your upper body just as much as your lower body and not fatigue or lose your form in the process. So I'm using, what are they? 3 kilograms, so I don't know, 7 to 8 pounds, if I'm doing the math correctly. So pick what works best for you. You can always go a little bit lower. You can always go body weight as well. But let's get into it. Get those weights ready. Get yourself a nice, quiet place, and we'll get started with this nice full body burn. And as well, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of the workouts in this challenge. Again, this is day 4. So yeah, let's get into it, guys. Okay, so I am going to use my band now, and I'm going to place it on my thighs, so just above my knees. And just a quick workout or a warm-up just to get the body moving. So we're going to do some body weight squats. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold this next one low. We're just going to walk the length of the mats side to side here. Really find that stretch on the band. Just a few more, staying nice and low. Weight is in your heels here. And then holding low, just some pulses up and down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, hold it low, and then do some abductors, a little out and out for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so you can take that band off of your legs, and we are going to now bring it up to about our wrists. Just gonna do some arm circles up and down, just warming up the upper body here. And you want to find tension on that band. Hold it out in front of you, shoulder height, pulses out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now hold it overhead, same thing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now take the band off. You're just going to hold it, and again, you're just going to do little pulses here. This is going to warm up the chest a little bit more. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, you can lose the band. I'm pretty sure we're done with it. If it comes back in, it might, but I think we're just going to move on and then go right into the weights. For the full body burn, again, I am using 3 kilograms, so about medium-ish, so pick your poison there. We're going to be doing a couple compound movements that are going to be working both the legs and the upper body, so just be mindful of that. You might be able to go heavier with lower body, but not as much with upper body, so you can have a few weights nearby as you kind of figure out what that weight looks like for you. Alright, so pick up your weights. You're going to hold them in kind of a front rack position, and we're going to do 20 thrusters. So 3 sets of 20 thrusters. So it's going to be all one movement, squatting down and then pressing the dumbbells up overhead. You can always do this as a little bit separate movement. So do the squat, pause, and then go up. Or you can drop the weight altogether. But let's aim for 20 reps regardless here. 1, 2, 3. You want to keep your core nice and engaged that whole time. Find that extension up at the top. 9, 10, halfway. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, almost there. 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew, I like to keep the pace high on those. It starts to get your heart rate up, but that is the first set. We've got 2 more to do. So think about the weight that you just did. If you have like 2 sets and you did lighter and you think you can go heavier, this is the time to make those decisions, and vice versa. If your form was suffering, pop down to that lower weight or body weight altogether. But we're aiming again for that kind of 60 to 90 second recovery range, finding deep breaths in and then letting them out nice and slowly. That's really just going to help to bring your breathing down, keep everything nice, calm, cool, collected as it can be. And then remember, you can always pause if you do need additional rest, but just be mindful of maybe what you're doing in those sets that's needing you to rest a little bit longer. So just taking note, we got about 10 more seconds, and then we'll pick up those weights again for our second set. So again, second set, we're going for 20 again. Let's get those weights ready to go. Again, in that front rack position, squatting down first, overhead. 3. You can always go a little bit slower if this pace is a little bit too much. Like I said, I like the little heart rate jump that it gives me. Halfway. 13. 5 more. 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, 1 more of those to go. Again, letting the heart rate come down. Those are definitely getting me out of breath. I'm so used to doing just a squat or just a shoulder press, and putting them together, it's just a little bit spicier. So we're already getting that sweat going. But the rest of our workout, it's going to be similar exercises. So you're going to be doing 1 lower body paired with an upper body exercise. Doing this to save you a lot of time so that when you do a full body workout, you're not doing 20 squats, then 20 lunges and 20 deadlifts, and then 20 shoulder presses, rows, things like that. So we're putting them together to save you time so you can spend a little bit more time, friends and family, this holiday season. But again, we got about 15 seconds or so. So getting into that final set. So this is where I always say, if you want to push the weight, now is the time to do so, just because it's your last time going through it. If you want, you can pick up the heavier weight, but still have that lighter weight nearby. So if you're at that halfway point and you can't do it anymore, you can swap them out, but at least you tried to go a little bit heavier in those first couple ones. But let's get ourselves set up and let's get this final set done. Again, nice front rack position, squatting down, up overhead. There's 5. Remember, weight in the heels. Core stays embraced. You want to think a little glute squeeze up at the top. Halfway. Keep breathing. 5 more. 18, 19, 20. Thrusters are done, dusted, no more of them today, but we're gonna get into our next double movement, compound movement, whatever you want to call it. So whilst you're still kind of recovering from those thrusters, let's talk a little bit about the next movement that we're going to be doing. So it's going to be standing up. We're going to do a deadlift to a low row to a kickback. So I'll show you one and then we'll get right into it. So your dumbbells are going to stay nice and close to your body the whole time. Big hinge in your hips, your core is engaged, and your gaze is not coming up at all. So you think there's that deadlift, nice soft bend, you come up, rotate your palms to face each other, 1 row, 1 kick back. And that is 1 rep. So we're gonna go for 15 of these, and then we'll take that recovery. We're gonna go through it 3 times, but pick your poison, pick your weight. Let's get into it. There's 1. So you can take this one a little bit slower than the thrusters. I always like to with deadlifts, because there's a big margin of error in terms of form for them. So really take your time. Make sure that you're keeping those dumbbells close by. Your back is engaged the whole time, as well as your core. That's 5. Got my sweat going, already glowing here. 6. Feel that nice stretch in the back, in the hamstrings, the glutes, all of the above. Keep breathing here. Already halfway. You got 10 there. So 5 more. Really keeping it slow and steady. 11. 12. 13. 1 more. All right, nice work. That is your first 15. We've got 2 more of those to do. So again, just like those thrusters, think about that weight of the first set. See what maybe you need to do to make any changes, whether it's up or down here. Deadlifts are a complex movement, so don't feel like you have to go super, super heavy for them until you figure out that form. That's the most important thing. So if you're feeling anything in your back here, go a little bit heavier, and just, again, with the form here, it's a hinge back with the hips. So imagine you've got some grocery bags and you can't close your car door, so you have to use your booty, your hips to do it. So again, you find that nice hinge, just a soft bend. You're coming to about mid-shin. You're driving through the heels as you come up. Gaze, again, doesn't lift. Your chin stays tucked that whole time. It's going to give you a little bit of a double chin. That's fine. We're all in this together. We've all got it. Only for the deadlift though, right? Only a few moments of your day. Protect your form, protect your back. But it's that time for your second 15 reps. Let's pick them up, right into it. 1. It's funny because like these reps in the moment feel so long, but they really are saving you time doing them all together rather than separately. This is your 5th rep here. Really think about mind muscle connection as well, especially when you are doing exercises that are working multiple parts of your body. When you're in that deadlift, really think about your lower half, think about your back, and then think about your triceps. 8. And then always think about your breath. All right, that's your 10th rep. You got 5 more to go here. 11. 12. Ooh, my triceps are burning back there. 1 more. Ah, 15. Great work. Find that recovery. You've got 1 more set to go. And then we're going to move on to our final little compound exercise whilst we're standing. So only 4 sets of standing work left today, and then we get to find the mat, which doesn't mean it's going to be any easier. It just means you're not standing. So sip your water if you need to. Got about 20 seconds or so, and we'll hit that final rep of this little deadlift combo, try combo, I don't know, I need to think of some words that make sense through these, because I feel like there isn't one already. If there is, drop a comment, let me know, and I'll add it to my repertoire. But if not, I'm just gonna create one, because you know, what else are you gonna do? But we got about 10 seconds now. Find your breath, find your weight that you want to use for that final set of 15 reps. Again, it could be higher if you feel like you're ready and able. If you're feeling any tweakiness, go lighter. But it is that time. Let's get set up, get those weights ready. Your final 15 reps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 more. You should really be getting a little bit hard now. The more you do them, the more your body's going to get tired, ready and close to be at failure, but not quite. 8, 'On that 10th rep here, 10. So you got 5 more to go. Then you get that nice recovery. 12, 13, 2 more here. 1, 15. Whew. Definitely got a little glazed donut, a little sweat going on. But again, we got one more exercise, 3 sets of 20 reps that we're going to be doing here. And it is another kind of exercise, little thing put together. We're going to be doing reverse lunges into bicep curls / hammer curls. So it's going to be a lot on the biceps, but the lower body is definitely going to be feeling this as well. I'll do a little demo for you. So again, it's that reverse lunge into a bicep curl for the first 10 reps. And then the last 10 reps is going to be the hammer curl. So starting hip width apart, you're going to go back. As you're going back, you find that bicep curl. And then you're alternating here. And then once we hit that 10th rep, you're going to switch it up. Palms are going to face each other. You're going into that hammer curl. So I'll let you know when we're at that 10th rep, so you can make those adjustments, but take those deep breaths. Try and stand up tall, don't be crunched over like me. This is gonna help with your lung expansion. But let's get those weights, 3 sets, and then we're on to our backs. So having weights by your side, get my mat all situated. So it's reverse lunges into bicep curls here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So really think about that 90-90 situation with your legs, stopping just before that back knee touches the ground. 9, 10. So this next one, switch your palms up right into hammer curls. 11, 12, 13. Again, you can go a little bit slower than me. I just kind of like a little bit of that heart rate challenge here. 16, 19, 1 more, 20. Whew. Just like the thrusters, that one definitely gets my heart rate up a little bit. Going for those 20 reps, you definitely start to feel it. My legs are shaking for sure. My biceps are, you know, not too happy about those 20 reps, but it's gonna be okay. You got 2 more sets to go. Again, changing that weight now after that first situation, seeing how it felt, seeing if you need to make any adjustments there. Doesn't mean you have to though. So if it was tough but you could get through it, stick with that weight. It's okay for it to be challenging, to get a bit sweaty. Be okay with that. And then on the flip side of that, be okay if it was affecting your form. If you couldn't finish, be okay with going a little bit lower in those weights. I promise you, if you continue to show up for yourself, that weight load will go up here. But we got about 15 seconds. We're gonna get into that second set. And our biceps, our legs are gonna be feeling good. So let's get into it. My mat is just all over the place here. I feel like lunges always mess up my mat. I don't know. Pick up those weights right by your side into those reverse lunges, starting with your palms facing up towards the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep your core engaged here. 8. 2 more just like this. 9, 10. Now flip your palms right into hammer curls. 11, 12. Oh, my heart rate is getting high. Remember to keep breathing. 14, 15. 5 more. 18. 2 more. You got this. 20. Whew. All right, one more set of these. One more set of standing. And then we've got some fun to do on our backs before we wrap up today's full body fun. But take those deep breaths in, letting them out. Oh, and again, any of these exercises can be paired with a nice long walk. That's my favorite part of cardio, to get in there. I am going to start training for a half marathon in April, so I'm going to slowly start to add a little bit of running into my routine, begrudgingly, but I will do it. So I will be pairing with some runs, not too much though, because I still have a good amount of time before that half marathon. But if you are an avid runner, you are welcome to pair these with a run. You're welcome to pair these with nothing, but I do like to encourage getting some movement, getting some walking in. It's truly, truly the best form of cardio, in my opinion. But let's get final set, standing set, done. Pick up those weights, face the direction that works best for you, starting with those bicep curls, so palms face the ceiling. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more like this. 10. Now you switch to the hammer curls. Palms face each other here. 12, 13, 14, 15. You got this. 16. 4 more. 17, 18. 2 more. 19, 20. Whew. All right. You are finished with your standing series, and you get to lay down on your backs now. Alrighty, you guys get to come a little bit closer now that we're finishing down on our backs. Make sure your weights are still nearby. We're going to be doing a little combo move yet again, our final one. This is going to be a glute bridge with a chest press in it. And then similar to that lunge bicep curl situation, we're going to change it halfway into a chest fly. So make sure you got some space around you for that fly. You are going to be taking up some room for that second half, but I'll show you guys quickly. So you're going to find a neutral spine here. Your feet are on the floor. You can turn your toes out slightly here, and then you're going to have your weights in both hands. You want your triceps always to be off of the ground. If you ever hear you're taking a break, and we do that in between sets, not during sets. So find that lift. As your glutes go up, so do your arms. So that's going to be your chest press right there with that glute bridge. When we hit that halfway point, your palms face each other. You find that open on the down, close on the up. So you got this. We're going to be doing 23 sets. Let's get it done. Weights are up. Find that tuck of the tailbone, glutes are engaged, and you're going up and down. 2. Find a really big glute squeeze at the top. 4. 5. Think of tucking your tailbone under here rather than arching your spine like you're doing a yoga bridge. 9, one more, then we're flipping it. 10, palms face each other. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just a few more left. 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. Great work there. Really think with that glute bridge, you want to find a nice squeeze of your glutes up at that top of the movement. And when you're there, you're tucking under rather than arching like that. So that's going to hurt your back. You really want to think tucking under. So you're not going to go up as high as you want. Think of really driving through the heels and that nice big squeeze up at the top. That is going to keep it all in your glutes and take it out of your back here. But find that recovery, just like everything else we've done. Think about the weight that you just moved. Think about if you want to change it. Let me get my necklace, is so cold down my back. Think about that weight if you want to change it. So felt good, you can go higher. Felt not all right, then you can switch it up. If you already found your Goldilocks weight, stay with it for now. You can always come back to this exercise, this video as well, once you've kind of progressed a little bit and see if you can get a little bit heavier. You never know, you probably will. If you stick to it, you stay committed to yourself. But let's get into that second set. Again, starting with that chest press, switching to the fly halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really feel your chest, your glutes working here. 2 more like this. 10, flip your palms right into that fly. 11, 12, really making sure those triceps don't take that rest. I know it's tempting. 15, 17, 18, 2 more, 19, 20. Whew. All right, great job. We got one more set of that to do, and then you're gonna finish with a little ab work, a little circuit to get you out into the rest of your little day, your lovely day. It doesn't have to be little, it can be big, I don't know, whatever you want. But taking that recovery here. Your legs are probably burning a little bit, I know mine are, and it's been so nice. We've been able to work our shoulders, our chest, our biceps, our back, and our triceps all within a short period of time, which, you know, you can never be mad about that. So again, big breaths in and out. Sip your water when you need it. Try and take just small sips of water. If you chug things down, especially in like a supine position like this, it can start to unsettle your tummy. So just be mindful of how much you're drinking down. But let's get this final set in. Then we get to say hello to core. So chest press to start, switching to the fly halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Flip the palms into that fly. 11, 12. Imagine you've got like a beach ball in front of you, so you want to keep that nice rounding in your arms here. 15. Big glute squeezes. Don't forget about the lower body. 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew. All right, you can say goodbye to those weights. Your final bit of work is going to be completely body weight, so you don't need any weights, but a mat will probably be helpful. So the circuit, it's not going to be anything too crazy. It's definitely going to burn, but it's not going to be like a full core workout. We're going to do 3 exercises, quick rest, about 60 seconds in between, and we're going to do them 3 times through. So what you're going to be doing here is, so I'll give you 2 options for the first one. One is going to be the more amplified, one will be the more modified. So you're going to think of kind of, if you've done yoga, it's like a high boat to a low boat. So we're going to be doing 20 of these. If that's too much, you can bring your hands down and go like that. And if you can always kind of interchange when you need to, do the first rep in the amplified, second rep modified, third rep amplified. It's all about pushing yourself. And then we're going to go into 20 slow mountain climbers. Really think your knee is not coming past the line of your hip. So these are nice pants to really see that. So you really want to think bringing elbow to knee rather than knee to elbow. See the difference there? It's going to be a lot harder, and that's why we're going to go slowly. And then from there, you're going to go into 10 leg lifts. So you're going to be hitting entire center core, some oblique work, and some lower abs as well. But let's get into it. We got this. Again, we're doing that 3 times through, 60 seconds in between each set. Let's go. Again, you can pick your poison in terms of that amplified, modified. I am going to start with the amplified. I suggest you do as well. You can kind of see where you're at, change from there. So starting, get yourself nice and centered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, modified would be hands down. 8, 9, 10, halfway through. 11, 12, 13, 14, 5 more, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, you can scooch down a little bit. Knees over your hips for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, halfway, 11, 12, 13, 14, keep breathing, 15, 16, 17, 18, 2 more, 19, 20. Hands come under your hips, you can rest your head here, go for leg lifts for 1, 2, really think about your low back being glued down this entire time. You don't want to let it kind of pop up. Halfway. 7, 8, 2 more, 9, 10. All right, gonna set that 60-second timer. So it's gonna be a little bit less recovery than what we do during kind of the full body movement sets. But that's because we're getting it done, we're getting it dusted. So remember, you can take those modified versions if you need them as well. With that bicycle, you can always bring that touch down. That will add a little bit of support for your low back as well. So sip a little water, similar to those bridge though, just a moderate amount, because that will upset your stomach. I've been there before. It's not fun. I wouldn't want you to have to deal with that pain. So be mindful. If you've got a towel, towel off. But we're back in 5. So let's get nice and situated. My mat just keeps scrunching up at the bottom. Starting with those little high to low boats here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this definitely should feel challenging since it's going to be quick. We're getting it done halfway, and then you get to move on with your day. So it's going to be challenging. That's okay. 5 more. 18, 19, 20. Just quickly coming down. Little to no rest. 1, 2, 3. Really think about obliques here. 7, 8, 9, 10. Halfway. Again, just like in those leg lifts, you want to think about your low back being glued down the entire time. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Great job. Hands You can go under your glutes here, send your legs up for 1, 2, think of gaze up straight to the ceiling. 5, you're already halfway through. 6, 7, keep breathing. 8, 2 more. 9, 10. Whew. All right, one more set of abs, one more set of your workouts, and then you get to have the rest of your day with the energy that you created here, because after workout you always feel a little bit more energetic. So let's create that energy here. Get my necklace all untangled. I don't know why I work out with necklaces. Probably because I'm too lazy to put them on and off, especially with like long nails. If you know, you know. It's the worst thing ever. That's why like this little, what's this, bracelet never comes off. I'd rather have it on for the rest of my life than have to take it on and off regularly. So if you're like me, welcome to the party. If you're not, you are a better person than I am. So let's get into it. Final set. Getting yourself situated right into those boat poses. Remember, the last time you do one of these exercises, the last time you got to do it today. So let's get that final burst of energy, finish on a high. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, you can always go for that modified version here as well. 10, you can always go slower as well if this pace does not quite work for you. 5 more. 18, 19, 20. Those are done. Say goodbye. Right into your slow bicycles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep breathing. 6, 7, 8, 9. Halfway. And then remember what got you to take this class in the first place, right? So find that energy, harness it to finish strong here. 20. All right, bicycles are done. Let's get into those final 10 leg lifts. 2, 3, 4, 5. Already over halfway here. 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. All right. Give yourself a high five. You absolutely crushed that workout. Make sure to eat your protein, drink your water, and most importantly, enjoy the holidays, the time that you have with your family, your friends, your dogs, whoever you celebrate with. Great workout today. That is your full body fun. You did a fantastic job. Make sure to take account of what weights you used, your reps, everything like that. So when you come back and take this exercise, this workout again, you kind of have a starting point, you know, where you can maybe push things a little bit more, so you can get that progressive overload that we love so much. But make sure you subscribe as well so you can stay in the loop for your next at-home body, full body, lower body, core, upper body, all the things workout this holiday season. But again, make sure you drink your water, have your recovery, and enjoy the rest of your day. See you back next time.